Hi, everybody. I'm Leonard French, and I am a copyright attorney who typically represents defendants who are accused of file sharing in U.S. federal court. I thought I would give you my reaction to the Fine Brothers' attempt to trademark the word React. Now, there are different kinds of intellectual property law, and it's important to know what they're for and what the difference is so that you can understand this situation that's going on right now. If you are a content creator, you are going to want to know about these different kinds of law in order to protect your content and deal with incoming takedown notices or incoming claims. Now, the Fine Brothers situation is kind of unique because they've tried to trademark a very broad word, React. They've tried to explain this in various different ways, which I don't want to get into me trying to state their facts for them, or else I might be liable for defamation. But here, the trademark and copyright law are pretty clear on what they can and can't do with this trademark. Now, the status of this so far, they have not been granted a trademark. They have simply passed through the examination period with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Next, the trademark gets published for opposition on February 2nd. That means that it goes into the U.S. Trademark Gazette, a very, very large PDF now of all the different trademarks that are up for approval, and the public gets to search through that and make a claim or in opposition to any of those trademarks that they feel are invalid. In the Fine Brothers case, the trademark examiner has said that they don't see any facial reason why the trademark can't be granted. And I agree. The word react is not automatically suggestive of videos, etc., etc., etc. So a company using the word react in connection with making videos is otherwise fine. The trademark office doesn't have a conflict with another trademark, etc. However, the public may have a problem with it because there may be other companies or other people who are already using React, or the term has already achieved some level of generic reference to a type of video. But the trademark office doesn't assume those things. It needs the public to tell it that. And it needs people who have standing to tell it that, as the other Reddit attorney said. The Fine Brothers have registered or applied for a trademark on the word React. They've not been granted it yet, so they don't actually have trademark protection, but they can still prosecute or defend their trademark using other trademark law that doesn't require the trademark to be registered yet. The Lanham Act, or the Trademark Act, protects a company's investment in its brand and allows consumers to know the source of the goods that they're buying. This allows the consumer, very, very simply, to make sure that they don't get a counterfeit good. And the company who has a counterfeit made of its goods, they get to go to court against that entity, or even worse, they may be able to have the government shut down import or export or creation of those counterfeit goods as well. Here we have the Fine Brothers who have applied for a trademark on the word React. There's no other qualifier in the trademark application, and really there wouldn't be. But that's to make it clear that they are being granted, or they are about to be granted, a broad trademark on the word React as it applies to videos. I'll read the specific language. Wordmark React. International Class 41, U.S. Classes 100, 101, 107, Goods and Services. Entertainment services, namely providing an ongoing series of programs and webisodes via the internet in the field of observing and interviewing various groups of people. First use 2010-1016. First use in commerce 2010-1016. Standard character mark, so it's not a drawing, it's the actual word. And they are published for opposition February 2nd. Applicant is Fine Brothers Properties, Corporation, California, 11601 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 25, 2150, Los Angeles, California, 90025. This is not an out of the ordinary trademark application, but it is a trademark application for broad use of the word React as it applies to videos. There's no other qualifier in here. So, what is the purpose of copyright law? Copyright law allows a creator to protect their fixed works, their tangible works, for a period of time, and then those works will become public domain and anyone can use them for any purpose whatsoever. Now that some of Sherlock Holmes has escheated to the public domain, now anyone can use the name Sherlock Holmes for absolutely anything, and so we've seen movies that go far beyond the original canon of the series, and they owe almost nothing to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's estate, except for when they use new material that is still copyrighted. In this case, the Fine brothers have copyrights to a bunch of things. They've created, I think, hundreds of videos, and I think they make their entire living now off of coming up with ideas for videos, creating them, and attempting to profit off of them. As they should. It's everybody's prerogative to try and make a video. Heck, I'm going to monetize this video too, right? Now, the difference is you can't copyright your format specifically. You can copyright the expression of your format. Copyright protects works that are fixed in a tangible medium of expression. And that means ones and zeros have to be there. A tape has to capture the sound. A camera has to capture the video, as in here. A microphone has to capture my audio. Those things then become fixed, and that is copyrightable. When I write down notes or type words on the screen, those things are fixed. They're fixed in the memory, and the memory is temporary in a sense, but it's tangible enough. It's not transitory, is the phrase. And it's fixed enough that that is still copyrighted. And if somebody takes this video and posts it without my permission, and it's not a fair use, that's a whole other defense, then I have a claim against them. And if that's what happens here, if I post this video and the Fine brothers take it down, I have the option of making a claim under copyright law against them. Not only can I reverse their takedown, but then I can sue them under 17 USC 512F for a misrepresentation of copyright law, and a misrepresentation in the use of a takedown. Now, 17 USC 512F is an interesting clause. It requires the misrepresentation to be knowing or willful. Should they have known after a reasonable investigation that this takedown was invalid? And willful blindness is not allowed. You can't just say, I didn't look into it, so I don't know. Their lawyers have to, or they have to, check out the fair use factors and everything like that before issuing a takedown. Likewise, they can't issue takedowns for violations of trademark law. There is no such thing as a DMCA takedown notice for a trademark violation. DMCA, first of all, stands for Digital Millennium Copyright Act. It's also in 17 USC, not 15 USC. And they don't apply to one another. You cannot use a trademark to protect a copyright or vice versa. With few exceptions, there's some clever ways you can protect goods internationally using a combination of trademark and copyright law. What the Fine brothers are doing is just a clever attempt to get a broad trademark through the application process, and it appears they got caught. It got everybody's attention. Heck, I think this is my first reaction video. Gee, I hope I don't get in trouble for that. I have no doubt that that there's money involved here, and that's the primary motivating factor. If they get a trademark to React, then everybody has to pay them more money. So why wouldn't you pay a $425 fee or $375 fee and apply for a trademark? That's a no-brainer. Is it moral? Is it ethical? No, I don't necessarily think this is ethical. I don't think they really have a claim to the word React. And I think there's probably been lots of prior use in commerce of the word React. So much so that it's a generic term to refer to it type of video, not any one company's trademark. How could the Fine Brothers make this better? They could amend their trademark application or refile a trademark application for Fine Brothers React or React something. For example, Apple computer to refer to computers is a strong trademark. React to refer to reaction videos is not a strong trademark. That describes or suggests the type of video. Those are the weakest kinds of trademarks. React is not a strong trademark to refer to a company that makes reaction videos. Lots of companies make reaction videos. As to this format claim, I need to do some legal research to find out if anyone's ever been able to claim a format itself. My understanding of trademark and copyright and patent and intellectual property law in general is that you can't protect the idea. You can only protect the expression of the idea. You can't protect magnetism, but you can protect how you finagled magnetism to make a roller coaster go faster. And that is patented. You can't protect The Price is Right or Wheel of Fortune in the sense that you can't protect a game show that has a spinny wheel and choices for contestants to make. But you can protect one that uses certain colors and borders, and you could maybe protect the specific format like you could protect specific elements of Sherlock Holmes. The Fine Brothers might have an opening sequence that lasts 3 seconds and looks like X, and then an intro sequence that lasts 10 seconds, a review sequence that lasts 20. They may be able to protect that exact format, but you would have to copy it exactly. And that would not be a trademark. That would be a copyright because you copied their other copyrights. You've seen the format, it's been fixed in a medium of expression, and you copied the format. If you didn't do an exact copy or you didn't use specific elements, you wouldn't be guilty of copyright infringement. And you certainly wouldn't be guilty of trademark infringement. So when you see YouTube videos being taken down by DMCA notices, that's copyright. And the Fine Brothers or Fullscreen is claiming that someone has used their copyright material in that video, in this original source video, whatever that was, or the subject of the takedown. That does not mean that their React trademark worked, and that does not mean that they own React or that you can't make reaction videos. Questions? Thank you for watching. I hope you write something in the comments or hit the like button if you liked what I had to say. I don't know if you need to subscribe to me because I put up a bunch of different wacky videos of just crap that I do. So up to you. Have a good one. Thanks again. I'm Leonard French.